Guys, please check your audio and video settings, please. Yeah. Other day I was talking about Fin client, guys. Everyone remembered that? Other day I was talking about Fin client. What is that? Abstract client. What do you mean by abstract client? Everything will be taken care by? Okay, everything will be taken care by whom, guys? Oh, IOC container itself. IOC container itself. Talking to Eureka server, getting a less load factor service instance, getting details from that service instance, creating REST template object, and generating HTTP calls to communicate with the destination component, gathering results. Every part will be taken care by whom, guys? Fin client itself. All we need to do is one interface declaration having proper signature method. One interface declaration having proper signature method, right, boss? Having proper signature method. Understanding my statement? Guys, give me 2. Okay. Come back. No problem, no problem. Producer MS or target MS? Producer MS or target MS, guys? Yeah, see how to write the Fin client. How to write the Fin client. Yeah, producer MS or target MS is like this. Public class vendor service controller, REST controller, vendor. Okay, public response entity, list of products, get all products, request method path is all, and request path is vendor. Request path is vendor, method path is all above. Cool, guys. Tell me here, what is their option? What is the option we are having? Here is my Fin client vendor service. Here is my Fin client vendor service. Array, this is matching, right? Public interface, I vendor service consumer. Array, this can be any name. Look at this. Public list fetch all products. List product, or you can take response entity also. Not a problem. Not a problem at all. Get mapping / vendor / all. This and this is matching na / vendor / all. Come on, guys. Okay. Or you can take the same return type. Public response entity list product, fetch all products / vendor / all. Convinced, guys? Okay. Why do one thing? I'll write in front of you, you will get more confidence. Yes, guys. Public interface. Tell me. I vendor service consumer. There is some interface name. Okay. On the top of it, what is the one I should give, guys? Fin client. What is the service ID, my dear? What is the service ID? Vendor service. What is the service ID, guys? Vendor service. Super. Public response entity list product. Response entity list product. Fetch all products. Declaration. A method name need not to match, boss. Tell me here what is there. At the rate get mapping / vendor. Array, this is vendor. Global path / all. That's the one thing, boss. Declaration of the method is this. Same thing. Okay. If you don't want to take response entity, you can take without response entity also. You can take without response entity also. Remove this response entity, guys. Public list product, fetch all products. Come on, guys. Okay. Public list product, fetch all products. End of the class. End of the class. End of the class. Everyone getting my point there, boss? Sorry, end of the interface. Super. Next, let's see the second one, guys. Service ID or application name is payment service. Remember everything. Global path is /payment. Global path is /payment. Okay, now this time. Post mapping save. Post mapping save. Save card request body, card details. Next. Okay. Remove card. Path variable integer card number. Remove card, guys. Delete mapping /delete and path variable. Path variable card number. Path variable card number. Other day someone asked me, sir, you are giving all examples based on get mapping. What about the post mapping and what? Other mapping. Now here you observe. Here you observe. Okay. Service ID is what, guys? Payment-service. Payment-service. Right. First, look at the interface. Public interface, iPayment service, REST consumer. Any name you can take. On the top of it, can you tell me? On the top of it, what is the one we have to write, boss? Service ID. This is the service ID. What is the service ID? Payment service. Guys, you are not active. Please respond. Service ID here. Super. Tell me how many methods are there? 2 methods are there. One is for post mapping, one is for this one. Method names need to match a boss? No. Method name can be your choice. What need to match? Signature and paths. Signatures and paths should be match. Okay. What is the first one? Public string add card. Here what say? Add card. @request body card detail. This is as it is, Rababu. Signature means parameters, return types. This is as it is. Public string add card. Here also public string published. Yeah, what is the path? Post mapping save. What is the global path? Payment. Overall path is what? Post mapping payment /save. Post mapping payment /save. Everyone understanding my statement? Okay, what we are assuming? Assuming the front-end application of consumer MS. Okay, consumer MS is giving JSON inputs. Yeah, then only we can go for this now, @request body. @request body, right? Okay, can you guess what is the next one? What is the mapping? @delete mapping, complete mapping, /payment /delete card number, /payment class delete. What is the method name? Remove card, signature, public string, path variable. Check it out. Delete card. Method name can be changed, boss. Signature is matching, parameter is also matching. But here you need not write path variable. Here you need not to write path variable. Is that clear, guys? Okay, boss. @delete mapping. And if you write also not an issue. @delete mapping, /payment /delete card number. Assume front-end application is not giving JSON data to this consumer MS. Here, okay, here JSON data is not there now, boss. It's a normal request parameters. It is giving normal request parameters. Yes or no? Na? Why for simple variable, what is need of JSON? There is no need of JSON. And if you write path variable, also not a issue. If you write path variable, also not a issue. I hope you got a clarity how to write all this stuff, guys. Is it really difficult to write the fin interfaces? Is it right? Is it really difficult to write the fin interfaces? Deepak Kumar, when you add a dev tools, when you change the port number, it will reflect to the existing instance. Na, that's why. It will reflect to the existing instance, na boss. Okay, Deepak Kumar. Public string remove card. Public string remove card. Or just what we read about path variable. Card number. Path variable card number. 1 minute. Integer card number. Okay. Integer card number. Super. Array, here we decided to give card number through path variable concept. No, that's why I have taken it. That's why I have taken it, boss. Okay. Deepak Kumar is asking one question. In real implementations, also while developing producer MS, should we remove dev tools? Should we remove dev tools? That depends how we are creating multiple instances. By running same microservice for multiple times by changing port number, you are creating microservices. Huh? Are you taking separate copy every time to run the microservice? That all depends. You are taking a copy of existing microservice to create a new instance. Then not required. You can add happily dev tools. No, you are running the same copy one more time to create a new instance. Then dev tools must be there. Dev tools must be there. You should not add it. You should not add it. I hope you got the clarity. Guys, is it really difficult to write fin interfaces? Is it really difficult to write fin interfaces? Is it really difficult to write fin interfaces? Okay. Can I give one small assignment to write now itself? Because entire magic is here only. Service ID, billing service. Service ID, billing service. Right, boss? Okay. Then what is that? Service ID, this one. @REST controller. @request mapping. /billing/API. That is the global path. Public class, billing operations controller. Billing operations controller. Tell me here, what is there? Public response entity. Public response entity. Tell me, guys. Public response entity is string. Okay. String. Get bill details. Okay. At the rate path variable. At the rate path variable. What is that? Integer bill number. Bill number. What is there? Okay. At the rate get mapping slash details slash bill number. Slash bill number. Okay, guys. Yeah. Can you write for my satisfaction? Can you write interface for it? If you want to get enter key, if you want to get enter key in the chat box, that is shift enter. Press shift enter to get enter key in the chat box. Press shift enter to get enter key in the chat box, everyone. Ravindra, public interface, billing operations, consumer, fetch bill details, integer bill number. Yeah, right, boss. Ravindra, yours is right. Remaining all people have given only partial content. Asif Ali. Asif Ali, yes, yours is right. Asif Ali is right. Sai Kiran. Sai Kiran is also right, boss. Sai Kiran is also right. People are pressing enter key. You should press shift enter. You should press shift enter. Yeah, everyone please check and correct yourself. Please check and correct yourself. Tell me first of all, public interface, tell me. Billing service, REST consumer. Some name, Babu. Some name. To give the feeling it's an interface. Billing service, REST consumer. Okay. Here is what, guys? Fin client. What is there? Billing service. Fin client billing service. What is the method? Method name can be changed, remaining everything I can copy. This is copy, but with global path, including global path. What is global path, guys? Billing slash API slash this. Tell me here, what is there? Public. I think we can take this as it is, Rababu. This we can take as it is. If you take same method name also, not a issue. If you take same method name also, not a issue, boss. If you take same method name also, not a issue. But if you take a different method also, not a issue. Fetch bill details, this is the story. Fetch bill details, this is the story. I hope you convinced, my dear. Okay. So now let's get into the new discussion. File open. In consumer MS main class, why we are adding both fin clients and enable discovery client. I already said now fin clients internally uses load balancer. Fin clients internally uses load balancer. Hari, at the class level, we cannot use get mapping, na boss. At the class level, we cannot use get mapping. I already cleared that. At the class level, we cannot use get mapping. Super. Tell me, boss. Yeah. Now today, this is a small extension discussion of what, guys? Extension discussion and conclusion discussion of all three types of client components. All three types of client component. So with this, all three types of client component discussion will be over. So very small discussion, but very useful discussion. Concentrate, everyone. Okay. Yeah. Tell me, in microservice communication, how many types of client components are there? How many types of client components are there? Three types are there. What is the best in that? What is the best in that? Fin client is the best. Why it is best? Because that is abstract client. You just give idea, it will write entire logic internally. You just give idea, it will give entire logic internally. What do you say, boss? That's why it's the best or not? Super, guys. In microservice intra-communication, we need client type components to find service instance details of target MS and to perform HTTP calls based communication with target MS or producer MS from consumer MS. Super na boss. Client type components are discovery, load balancer, fin. Fin internally uses load balancer also na. Fin internally uses load balancer. Okay. So since that guy asked me question, why we are adding, tell me, discovery client to starter. Why we are adding discovery client to starter? Okay, along with what is that? Open fin client, boss? Open fin starter. Open fin starter while working with fin type fin clients. While working with the fin clients. While working with the fin clients. Answer. What is the answer to concentrate, guys? While working with the fin clients, boss. The answer is only one thing, boss. The fin client is abstract client. Fin client is abstract client. Okay. Whose logic will be generated in the in-memory proxy class. In-memory proxy class that implements the given interface. In that logic, it internally uses load balancer client support. Load balance client support to get less load factor instance from What is that, guys? Less load factor instance from Eureka server. Eureka server. Okay. So we need to add discovery client starter. Come on. Discovery client starter. Eureka discovery client starter, right? Eureka discovery client starter to the project. Eureka discovery client starter to the project. Everyone convinced, my dear? Got the clarity, boss? Eureka discovery client starter to the project. Listen, next, let it be. Yeah. So if you have one producer and one consumer type microservices using Fin client, then we need to take one Fin interface at consumer side. If the consumer MS is consuming multiple producer MS services, then we need to take multiple Fin interfaces. So generally, how many Fin interfaces we need to take? That question rises. Number of Fin interfaces depends upon number of producer MSs that are consumed by consumer MS. Number of producer MS that are consumed by consumer MS. Clear, guys? Number of producer MS consumed by consumer MS. Okay. Fin interfaces count is equal to number of producer MS services consumed by consumer MS. Suppose your consumer MS is trying to consume 4 or 5 producer MS services, 4 or 5 other microservices services. So then 4 or 5 Fin interfaces you need to take. 4 or 5 Fin interfaces we need to take. Convinced, guys? Got the clarity, guys? Come on. Super. Have a look, guys. MS1, MS2, MS3. Producer MS, here consumer MS. Tell me how many types, how many Fin interfaces I should take here? 2 Fin interfaces. One for MS2 service, one for MS3 service. Got it? Okay. One for MS2 service, one for MS3 service. In this consumer MS, we need to place 2 @Fin client annotations on 2 different Fin interfaces. Come on. Having 2 different service ID of 2 different producer MS. But we need to place @enable Fin clients only for one time on the main class. Only for one time on the main class. Right now, boss? Okay, guys. Deepak Kumar, generally that situation will not come, Babu. Producer MS is again consuming consumer MS. Then why don't you mix up both together? Then why don't you mix up both together as a single MS? You're talking about circular communication. You're talking about circular communication. Okay. If circular communication has come between 2 MS means you have gone for wrong design of the project. You have gone for wrong design of the project. Sir came, what to do? No permanent producer, no permanent consumer. Producer is consumer, consumer is producer. You have to take Fin interfaces both sides. We have to take Fin interfaces both sides. Are you getting my point or not? Okay. Yes, someone is asking me one more question. Om Prakash Dakad. Okay. Can we take two fin interfaces with the same service ID? Your karma, ra babu. Your karma. But when you take two fin interfaces, same service ID, same request paths. Okay. Same service ID, same method paths, same request path, same effect will come, na? Same effect will come. You are writing duplication. You are writing duplication, Rabab. You are writing duplication. Moreover, you are going for wrong designing, na? Why? Okay, in producer MS, three methods are there. To consume to consume three methods of producer MS in consumer MS, instead of taking one fin interface, three methods, you have taken three fin interfaces with you have taken three fin interfaces with three methods. Three fin interfaces with three methods. That don't you think it is the wrong designing? It will work. Definitely it will work. Definitely it will work. But unnecessarily you are creating what? Three interfaces having three methods declaration to consume three methods, three services of producer MS. Unnecessarily it's a wrong designing. Right, boss? What is there by seeing fin interface? By seeing fin client, it will generate more interface, more proxy classes. What is there in that? More proxy classes. What is there in that? Okay. Can we take multiple fin interfaces with the same request path? Can we take multiple fin interfaces with the same request path, with the same request path? Understanding my statement, guys? Can we take multiple fin interfaces with the same request path, guys? Answer was, yeah. Can you tell me what is the answer for it? Yes, we can take. Yes, with the same service ID, no, boss, not request. With the same service ID. Yes, we can take, but unnecessary. But it is unnecessary. But unnecessary. Understanding my statement. Yes, we can take, but it is unnecessary because you are duplicating the work. Because you are duplicating the work. Cool, guys? Cool, guys? Allah Abdullah, load balancing, load factor is decided by whom, guys? Client type component. We cannot restrict, na boss. Sorry. We cannot restrict like that. Okay. If you want to restrict, you should add some filters logics manually. You should add some filters logic manually. Can you come back to the subject? Okay. So check it out here. Order MS, accounts MS, producer MS, consumer MS, guys. Okay, contains one fin interface for order MS, contains one fin interface for accounts MS. Same scenario I'm trying to put here. Nice, guys. Tell me here, if one producer MS services are consumed by multiple consumer MS, then we may need to place same fin interface, fin client interface in multiple consumer MS. What do you say, guys? Possible or not possible? Possible or not possible, guys? Okay. Producer MS, MS3, MS1, MS2, consumer MS, consumer MS. Contains one fin interface for MS3. Contains one fin interface, and it is a fin client interface for MS3. Both may be same interfaces. It's your choice. See, you may take different names, different method, but at the end, purpose will be same in both places, right? Both may be same interfaces. See, guys, inventory MS boss, producer MS, order MS is using, report MS is using. Report is using to give the sales report. Order MS is using for what? Prepare the order to send the order for the billing, to send the order for the billing. Both can be same. Both fin interfaces can be same. Both fin interfaces can be same. Understanding my statement? Okay. Ramachandra, every day I'm answering this question. Everyone, please look at the question asked by Ramachandra for a minute. What is the difference between enable Eureka? Either Ramachandra is sleeping in the classroom or not active in the classroom, boss. What is the difference between enable Eureka client and enable discovery client? I already cleared. Everyone, please answer this question. Maybe he has not started any practicals. He has not started any practicals. First, Ramachandra, first start the practicals. You will get this kind of answers automatically. Okay. For reading purpose, we are saying Eureka client, guys. Officially, there is no annotation called @enable Eureka client. This annotation is not there or not there? Not there. When not there, how can I compare? Tell me. Is not available. Is not available in Spring Cloud API. Spring Cloud API. Is it available in Spring Cloud API, boss? Unfortunately, it is not available in the Spring Cloud API. You want to see that? Switch workspace 715. We say Eureka server, Eureka client, but technically there is no annotation called @enable Eureka client. In 1-2 places of notes I have written, but I have corrected it. I hope you realized that, boss. Yeah, where is this? Where is this? Mini project, okay, mini project code operation. Yeah, here is the fin client, guys. Done. Client, consumer. Okay. Consumer, any consumer service. Here you try, guys. Enable discovery client is there, na? @ Eureka, enable Eureka is there. Enable Eureka is there or not there, right? So I think I already cleared this one to you people. Okay. Summary on client type components, guys. I prepared a small summary table on client type components. Super. Client type component, discovery client. Support for load balancing. Hey, discovery client supports load balancing. Discovery client supports load balancing or not? No. Required annotation. At the rate enable Eureka client. Only on the main class it is sufficient, boss. Only on the main class it is sufficient. Is abstract client or concrete client? Is it an abstract client or concrete client? Concrete client. We should sit and write the logic, right? We should sit and write the logic. Is it abstract client or concrete client, boss? Definitely concrete client, right, boss? Industry standard or not? It is not industry standard. Required dependency. Discovery client starter. Discovery client starter, right, boss? Okay. Operations. What operations we do here? Call get instances to get service instance and use a REST template to make HTTP calls. Use a REST template to make HTTP calls. Acha, again mistake happened. Fine, no problem. Yeah. Enable discovery client. Enable discovery client. Super guys, operations. Call get instances method to get service instance and use a REST template to make HTTP calls. Everything we should do manually. Everything we should do manually. Understanding my statement, boss? Okay. Nice, boss. Tell me next one. It is discovery client starter, Eureka discovery client. Let me confirm that. Go to pom.xml, guys. Pom.xml. What is there? Eureka, Netflix, Eureka client, OpenFin. OpenFin. Okay. Super. I think Spring Cloud starter, Netflix, Eureka client. Fine. But what we have added is what? Guys, discovery client, right now. 1 minute. 1 minute. Right click. Properties, not properties. Sorry. Right click. Where is this? Spring, add starters. Yeah, this is Eureka discovery client, right now, boss? Eureka discovery client. Super. Required dependency, Eureka discovery client. While selecting, I am talking about. Eureka discovery client starter is required. Super. Next one, load balancer, boss. Load balancer client. Support for load balancing? Yes. Required annotation? Required annotation. Enable discovery client, boss. Enable discovery client. Enable discovery client. Is it abstract client or concrete client, boss? Is it abstract client or concrete client? So definitely it is a concrete client. We should write the logic. We should write the logic. Is it industry standard or not? It is not industry standard. Required dependency. What is the dependency? Eureka discovery client start. Eureka discovery client starter. Super. Okay. Abstract client means we give just interface. Concrete client means we write the concrete class and logics. Vijay Kumar, attend classes regularly, then you'll understand my terminologies. Coming one day, missing 2 days will give this kind of issues only. Come on, guys. I hope you are understanding what you mean by concrete client. 1 minute. Since question has come. In client components, microservices. What is the difference between concrete client and abstract? What is the difference between concrete client and abstract client? Answer. If the programmer is writing, uh, writing all the logics, all the logics manually by taking separate class. All the logics manually by taking separate class, then it is called concrete client. Concrete client type component by taking separate class as Spring Bean. Okay, all the logics means what, guys? Searching target MS. Okay, target MS. Getting service instance of target MS. Target MS. Getting the details. Okay. Generating the HTTP calls to interact with the target MS. Okay. Manually by taking separate class as Spring Bean is called concrete type component. Examples. What do you mean by examples, guys? Okay, example, discovery client and load balancer client. Load balance client. Discovery client and load balance client. Super. Tell me, guys, if programmer is just providing basic details in the form of interface and method declarations. Interface and its method declaration. Method declaration and, and all the logics of searching and getting target MS and also communicating with the target MS are generated dynamically in the in-memory proxy class. Dynamically in the in-memory proxy class. Dynamically in the in-memory proxy class. Okay, guys. Then that client type is called Abstract client, guys. Abstract client. Example, guys. What is the example, guys? Fin client. What's the example? Fin client was. Okay. Array load factor we cannot increase, Ra Babu. Please. Load factor is a combination of what? Current load plus max load. Deepak Kumar, I think your mind is today in a revolutionary mode. How can we change the load factor? Load factor is the calculation, na boss. Load factor is the calculation, right? Yes or no, na? Load factor is a calculation. What is the calculation? Current load count plus by max load capacity. If you want, you can increase max load, right? We cannot increase load factor, boss. Load factor is a calculation value. Yeah, look at the last one. What is the last one, guys? Fin client. Supports load balancing? Yes. What are the annotations I should use, guys? Get the rate enable Eureka client. Eureka client or discovery client? Discovery client. I think this mistake happened everywhere. Huh? Oh, okay. At the rate enable discovery client. At the rate enable fin clients. At the rate fin client. At the rate fin clients. On main class interface level. Concrete client or abstract client? Definitely it's abstract client. Internally in-memory proxy class will be generated. Industry standard or not? Yes, it is industry standard. Required dependency, guys. Open fin starter plus Eureka discovery client. Open fin client. Eureka discovery client starter was. Okay. Yes, operation. The in-memory proxy class of fin-client interface will take care of getting service instance and making HTTP clients. Are you going to do anything manually? No. Everything will be taken care by what? In-memory proxy class or not? Everything will be taken care by in-memory proxy class or not, boss? That's it, boss. So this is about intra-communication between microservices. Like this, we'll take one by one topic and we will get clarity on it, boss. So we have a lot of things, how to enable security, how to enable a total 35 to 40 sessions will come only for microservices. So lot of depth subject we are going to see in microservice. Don't forget, it is a hot cake in the market, boss. You want me to teach in detail, or you'll ask me when it will be completed, how it will be completed? Okay. Super, boss. Now, on public demand, let me give some projects to you people. Okay. Give me one example on two producer and one consumer, sir. You can try Premji. Premji, it's all about adding one more. It's all about taking two interfaces and calling two methods. That's it. Yeah, JMS is part of our course. Kafka is also part of our course. Yes, will be coming one by one will come. How do you mapping in microservices? Are you talking about API gateway? Wait for API gateway. Wait for API gateway, my dear. Will come. Everything will come. Class content. Here is Spring, guys. Class content. Here is Spring. Tell me next one. 715. This is notes, no? Notes anyhow I'm giving daily. You're talking about club notes. Okay. Super, guys. Tell me here what is there. Where is the, what is that? Where is that? Where is that, guys? What is our code? 715 boot, right? 715 boot. These are JP and other things, guys. Our projects are there. Spring REST, I think it is not 715 boot, it is 715 microservices. Somewhere it is taken, right? Oh, minute. We'll search in another place. Workspaces, Spring 715, 715. One minute. We'll see the location of the project, guys. Don't worry. Class content Spring 715. Spring 715. It is Spring. Okay. E drive. Class content. There we have a Spring. Right. Let me share these projects with you, boss. Spring Boot Red scheduling applications are already given to you people. And what is left to give, boss? What is left to give? Uh, yeah, all microservices. Was 01, 02, 02, 02, 03. Right click, guys. WinRAR. Add it to archive. 715 microservices dot microservices. What is there? Up to what is today's date, guys? Can you tell me? Feb 3rd. Dot rar. Okay. Yeah. It is the microservices with Spring Boot. It, guys. Done. — 715 MS Feb 3rd. Done. Next. Class content. Spring. Yeah, applications also I'm sharing with you people. Thank you, guys. Tomorrow when we meet, we will take a special topic. Tomorrow we have a session regarding Sunday session. Tomorrow I will give clarity. Thank you.